Alright, cool. Alright, so you all set?
I'm all set.
See, you're already looking all scholarly.
I'm just chilled. Shoot, what you got questions there, Peter?
Alright.
Can I answer whatever you got for me?
So,
Wait a minute, let me put on my hair.
okay.
These damn hear my horns. Ask me anything you want. I'm relaxed, I'm chill.
Okay, so it's like, it's over. I mean, it's finally, and not only this one, but like the whole trilogy's over. It's
That's it, man.
We first, and I think I mentioned this on the car ride from the airport, we first performed and recorded the original in 2004.
2004.
8 years later now, you're wrapping up on the whole trilogy. And we might, I don't even know, but we might even be celebrating the 10th anniversary of the live show before the release of Spirit Blade 3. So, try to think back.
Wait a minute. The 10th anniversary, when was the live show?
2004. It's 2012 right now.
It's going to take you 2 years?
I don't know. I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah. Man,
but
that's
I mean,
crazy.
or the 10th anniversary might soon follow the release of this by a year, 6 months, something like that. I don't know.
And it was 5 years ago was Dark Ritual.
Yeah.
Wow.
2007 was when we recorded Dark Ritual. It was released in 2008.
Yeah.
So when you think back, did you think like this? This weird thing I'm doing for my weird little friend Peter. Did you think that this was actually going to go the distance and actually finish as a trilogy, or did you think, oh, that'd be nice if it worked out, but it's probably not going to happen? Or did you have any thoughts about that?
Oh yeah, I had confidence that you'd finish it.
Really?
Sure. I didn't realize it would take 12 years. What did we talk about? Oh, 8 years.
8 years. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it was great. I mean, the fact that you invited me back both in 2007 and this year, and it worked out schedule-wise. I mean, coming back from Nebraska both times, actually, even though I lived in Houston, Texas for 2 years in between.
That's right, yeah.
But, it's great, I woke up at 3 o'clock a.m.
I know, that was
and
nuts.
1 a.m. your time, right?
Yeah.
I came down, and we've been recording for the last 2 days, so my voice is a little bit lower, everybody.
Do you remember, because I know you were kind of fatigued, and you mentioned that it was vocally taxing to do our Dark Ritual. Did you feel like this time around it was more or less taxing vocally?
I think it was less taxing vocally.
Good.
Yeah, last time we had a lot more hungs and grunts and huzzahs.
And by hungs you mean what?
Meaning getting punched and then having to...
So HNG in the script.
I remember last time we were doing like...
Yeah. There was a lot. Because
over and over.
Because you were fighting the hunter, the Shaden Hunter.
That's right.
The ebony.
The Shaden Hunter.
Yep. Now, what would you say has been the most? That's all right. You're such a popular guy. What's been
the janitor from our church?
Is it really? What's been the most fun part of being involved in the series? What would you say?
The most fun part of being involved in the series?
Sure.
Oh, definitely the recording process for me.
Yeah,
because here's what it is. It's the recording process because I get to spend time with you. We're working and kind of having fun at the same time.
Screwing around.
Serious work, yeah. But listening then to the finished product. I think both times now. I'm trying to think. Both times I received the finished product, I listened to them. No, first one I listened to at home. Second one I listened to in the car.
Okay.
It was on a road trip.
Okay.
And it's just so neat to hear the finished product and I have no recollection of recording a specific phrase or a specific paragraph.
It's suddenly your voice appearing saying these lines.
Right, and then you hear it in the full context of the actors, being talking back and forth. But the cool thing is, I think, it's cool, but it's interesting and strange. The last time when you released Dark Ritual, a few of the songs, I was like, wait a minute, is this the song that I recorded? Because you basically taught me by rote the melody, and I would sing it back into the microphone, and then, obviously I'm not hearing the finished recorded backing track, so whatever you've created under there is totally different. And then half the time, I didn't even know, was this me or is this Pater singing? Like if you would have
See,
played
that's
me the
weird
song.
that you say that, because like I said, I can totally tell the difference between our two voices. I think yours is much clearer, and it's got more of that kind of just that piercing resonance that I hate you for, that I wish I had.
Well, weren't there 2 duets that we had in Dark Ritual?
Yeah, we did Death Come Quickly together.
I think it's maybe that one.
And then all in Everything we did.
That's the one. All in Everything. That's the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't tell who's singing when.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's strange.
Huh. That's weird.
I guess maybe the flat notes would be you.
So
That just would be me, everybody. That's me.
No, to be fair, I used auto-tune on myself just as as well. Yeah, like when I did the remix for, it's like, you know what? As long as I'm in here, I can fix up a few things in myself.
Good.
Now, with kind of the songs in mind, do you have like any? Well, talk about Dark Ritual a second, because last time I interviewed you, you hadn't heard the final product. I think we had just recorded Dark Ritual. So when you think about Dark Ritual and how that turned out, were there any kind of like specific surprises, or just like with the songs, like what comes to mind, if anything? Or it's probably been a while since you listened to it now.
Well, I guess the way in which Ebony's character, obviously being taken over by the assassin, the hunter, is such a dark part of that story.
Oh yeah.
And there's like, it really goes to a darker place there. So that was a little bit, I don't know, not surprising, but you realize it takes you into that emotional direction.
Yeah.
And that, in the broad scope of things, in that, Raan has a real hard time emotionally with everything that goes on in that regard. So,
yeah.
That's just an interesting facet of the story.
And given how different the songs ended up being compared to like what you were hearing, do you have any thoughts in your mind of like how the songs that you just recorded for Spirit Blade 3 will turn out, or are you just kind of like, man, I got no idea, or what?
I don't really, because you provided me a few backing tracks this last month or whatever it is, but it's like.
Yeah, the
it's
most
really
basic.
Just,
yeah.
Or whatever I was singing.
Yeah, just something to sing along to.
And so no, I don't. I kind of got an idea based on the vibe or the flavor of the music from the last 2. I kind of have an idea, I think, of what it might sound like overall, but it's always surprising when you hear the final product.
How would you compare the process of recording the songs this time to recording the songs for Dark Ritual?
Well, this time everybody, Pater actually sent me sheet music, like real black notes with little stems and flags on it. Dark Ritual, I just came here and there were some words and he had arrows pointing up and down with pencil or something, or isn't that right? Didn't you just teach me?
I did give you some kind of recordings, I think, of me singing the songs or something.
Yes,
but,
and I remember doing this on the plane on the way down in 2007 when we recorded Dark Ritual. On the plane on the way down, I opened the lyric sheet you sent me, and I would listen to the melodies that you recorded, and I would kind of sing in my head along with you. And I made the little notes, the arrows and the things on the page.
Oh man!
This time around, well, you sent me about a month and a half ago, the sheet music, the lead sheet, if you will, the melody notes. So that was very easy. One of the hymns, can I talk about?
Yeah.
One of the songs in this upcoming one, I noticed, upcoming or Spirit Blade 3. Was recognizable to me in some form. I felt like the melody was recognizable.
That's right. Yeah.
So,
because it was based on a hymn adapted from a hymn that you had heard before.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And then the big gung ho DSE ray.
Oh yeah. Because you recorded the bass part for that one.
Right. And that piece, I'd sung the Mozart Requiem a couple of different times. Once actually in my ASU days with the choral union, we took that to London and Paris, and I sang the tenor part in the chorus. But I've done the bass solos a few times, and so the chorus section is familiar to me. But anyway, that was a lot of fun, singing different layers of different bass voices.
Yeah.
So that you could build that.
Yeah, for those who are listening, Mozart's Dies Irae is going to be incorporated into one of the songs for Spirit Blade 3 in what I hope will be a really cool way. And I'll maybe talk about that some other time. All right, let's see here. Apart from the 2 songs you sing in Spirit Blade 3, since you haven't heard the final mix for them yet, What would you say is your favorite Raan song from the first two? Out of the first two, pick one, and what would you say is your favorite Raan song? Either to listen to or what, whatever.
Name my songs and number one again.
Yeah. It's gosh, now you're putting me to the test. I think All and Everything, Soldiers, and I'm talking about the redone versions, the special edition. I don't even want you to think about the original edition. Yikes.
All right.
I think it was just those two for Spirit
Yeah,
Blade.
probably All and Everything.
And then there was Death Come Quickly and While I Am Wandering. Yeah. I can't remember what that one's called. Oh,
Lead Me.
Yeah, lead. He's leading me.
Yeah, he's leading me.
Yeah. Okay.
He's leading me. Yeah.
Lead Me, I think is what I titled that.
Yeah,
one.
Lead Me. That was crazy though, because you changed some notes that weren't in the regular.
No, well, yeah. I think with all of these hymns, at the very least, I changed some intervals or put them in minor if they're in major, or diminished if they're in minor, or something weird.
So that was crazy. That was the hardest one probably to learn. Lead Me. But I think All and Everything has my my memory is the most connected to, only because when we did the live show, that was like my solo or whatever on the stage.
Yep.
And so I remember doing that. Didn't we memorize those songs for the stage version?
Yeah.
We did.
And then I think Mickey did Soldiers originally, and then I had you record. Yeah, Mickey was kind of the main singer, and then you and Randy kind of were singing along with him. Mm-hmm. And then when I did the recording, I just said, I think really Tully should carry this song. And then, so yeah, that I guess that makes sense to me that All and Everything would kind of would be the you would identify with most in terms of the experience of doing it.
Right.
Okay. Favorite fantasy flick? Like swords, magic, dragons. It doesn't have to have all three of those. But,
can I say Star Wars? And not really.
I guess that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
I'm more of a. Okay, go on.
Next category: favorite superhero flick.
Actually, can I go back to fantasy? When I was a kid, I was a huge Dark Crystal fan.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I'd say that. I gotta go with Superman just because I grew up with it.
The first one?
The first two.
First two. Okay.
We had this discussion earlier. I'm not a big Richard Pryor, whole craziness and the whole like wrestling on the moon thing.
But you would say even like Superman, the original, compared to like modern ones like the Dark Knight and like the X-Men and the Marvel movies and stuff?
Yes, everyone's going to hate me for this, but I have not been a fan of the Batman movies since the original Batman movie.
Really? So even like Batman Begins and Dark Knight you haven't really liked?
Yeah, and here's why.
Okay.
I never really realized Batman was such a dark character.
Oh.
Because, here, I'm a kid of the 70s, 80s, whatever. I grew up with Adam West as my Batman.
Yeah, everyone is going to hate you now if you like that Batman.
And so, no, I don't like him.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that was what my reference point was.
Okay.
I enjoyed the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But you would still hold up Superman and say, you know what, that is the best superhero movie the one I've most enjoyed.
No. That is the one I most identified with.
Oh, okay.
The one I most enjoyed?
Yeah, you say like, this is the most rockin' superhero movie I've ever seen. Really great movie.
Ah, man. Come back to me on that.
Okay. The correct answer is the Matrix trilogy.
No. Is that the correct answer?
No. That would be my answer.
Would it really?
Yeah, because even though it's not technically about superheroes, they're totally superheroes. The Wachowskis are influenced by... Anyway, this is not my interview, so back to you. Favorite...
Actually, I really enjoyed Captain America, last summer's big blockbuster.
Oh, yeah? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That was a great movie. Okay, favorite sci-fi flick. Now, see, you've already wasted Star Wars. Oh, no, I guess you could reuse it.
Because you asked fantasy flick, I said Dark Crystal.
Yeah.
Only Star Wars because that was like the first sci-fi stuff that I saw when I was a kid.
Yeah, and you're talking about A New Hope, like the first, like Star Wars Episode 4.
Yes.
Blow up the Death Star as Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. And
the problem is all my answers are probably like non-geek answers, like normal dude who mows his lawn. Star Wars.
That's all right. Favorite scary flick. And scary meaning it could be like Aliens, Predator, Psycho Slasher, but not like suspense thriller like Morgan Freeman and that what's that gal that he used to make movies with?
Oh,
You know, they did. You know, so I'm not talking about suspense thrillers that kind of make you scared.
like I see dead people.
Yeah, I'm talking about like there's blood involved and it's scary and it's kind of, you know, over the top, scary flick. Did you ever watch? Go ahead.
The Ring.
Oh, that is creepy.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Event Horizon with me?
No.
Oh, that movie is jacked up.
Is that the one where like the dude's on the outside of the battleship or the outside of the spaceship at the end?
And he starts like blowing up.
Yes, that
like,
is crazy. That's a crazy movie. I remember that. I saw that with James Seifert actually.
You saw Saw. You watched Saw with me though.
Yeah, that was sick. That was bad.
So what did you say your answer? The Ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still say that's your favorite scary movie. I guess it doesn't have to be the one that scared you the most.
Oh, favorite? They're not my favorites, so that's the thing. It's
Oh,
like,
because you don't like scary
I don't want
movies.
to fill my brain with all that negativity, you know? It's like I don't know.
Good man, good man.
Yeah.
All right, and the last question. When are you going to move back to Arizona so we can do this every weekend?
Oh, man. You gotta find me a church job,
I know.
and you gotta find me a house with a big enough yard
I know.
that we can think, we got plenty of space here. We were just having a conversation, everybody, recently, that Pater's kind of an inside type of guy.
I am.
I'm more of an outside type of guy.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, nature and I have an understanding.
you do.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That you know, we just don't encroach on each other's territory. It's like a peace treaty.
Oh, yeah.
And
right.
every time I go to like a men's retreat or something like that, I am violating the peace treaty, and usually nature lets me know.
Nice. You get bit by mosquitoes and then snake bites you.
Yeah, it's bad. It's
okay.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, until that great and distant day, I will just enjoy recycling all, just getting my Tully fixed like a freaking nerd stalker, watching all these videos and
Good.
audio stuff we've recorded.
Let's do it.
Uh,
That's good.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being a part of this, man.
Thank you. My pleasure. It was awesome. I mean, you know, whatever is on the horizon for you as far as what you're going to write next, I mean, let me be a part of it.
Cool.
I think it's cool.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. That's good.